location, extremely important.
Right.
In real estate and in movies.
Right. As you alluded to, what a great cast of actors in this film. I mean,
Richard Boone,
Lee Cobb, Joe Wiseman.
my dear.
I mean,
Love her.
there was, the other thing that I liked is the relationship between Lee Cobb and the buyer that was obviously his girlfriend, was a mature adult relationship. The relationship between you and Gia Scala.
Yeah.
There was really a lot of, the writing was good and it was just so well acted.
Right. Gia went from that, I think, to Guns of Never Run.
Yeah.
Was that correct?
Well, that was, I think Guns of Never Run was 61, this was 57, so there might have been
a little lapse there, but she went on to
yes.
have a pretty good career, and then I lost touch with.
Yeah, I think she came to a rather unhappy end, but she certainly did great work in this picture.
She's a lovely lady, really,
yeah.
lovely.
So, I guess I won't ask you how much of Aldrich's footage survived and how much Sherman reshot.
I think he reshot it. I think he had,
the whole thing.
I think he had to reshoot what he did at the cost of the movie in order to get him off the credit.
Oh, wow.
You know, I mean, he was out to get even with him and kick butt big time.
This wasn't an artistic difference. This was a lot vindictive.
Right. Who's the boss?
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
Exactly.
Unfortunately. Well, Bob Aldrich obviously survived and prospered after this and had an extraordinary career. So,
right.
Obviously recovered from that. So this was your second movie, that's correct?
I think so.
Yeah.
So somebody up there likes me was before that.
Yeah, that's correct. So take us back a little bit. I know in your bio there's a journalism degree and there's some Army service.
Oh yeah.
Tell us a little bit about how you came to the craft of an actor and then into motion pictures.
Well, I was graduate from the University of Missouri School of Journalism.
Right.
But prior to that, Jim Lee Howell, who coached the New York Giants, gave me a scholarship. His first head coaching job in 1947 at a small college, but an important college, Wagner College on Staten Island. And he gave me a football scholarship, and my second year there, when I was getting all my credits to transfer to Mizzou, my second year there, Professor Nick Moss said he'd like me to do Petruchio in the Taming of the Shrew.
Well.
And as I hope it doesn't sound phony, but so the moment I was on the stage, I thought, well, this is where I want to be. I had no stage fright. It's a good motivation. That's your name right here.
Instantly comfortable.
Well, very comfortable in tights, men in tights. And I knew I was going to do that. I still pursued my degree at Mizzou. I got a Bachelor of Journalism, but the who, what, where, why, when, and how of journalism helped me as an actor. And then from there, I did some stock with Northwestern, the great Albina Krause. Then I ended up being stationed in Panama when I got out of the Army, and we did plays in Panama even. When I got out in 51, I was out of the Army a couple of weeks, and I got a job on television, and I never had to wait tables or drive a cab, do any of that jazz.
You didn't have to pay your dues, you went to work.
I went to work.
Outstanding.
A kind of unusual experience.
Outstanding. Sometime I have to ask you about Jim Lee Howell, and I remember the days with the Giants, Vince Lombardi, Tom Landry as assistants.
Exactly.
And all that, but we won't do a sports program here, sorry. Disneyland, the El Fago Vaca.
Fago Vaca, yeah. Walt Disney, he was a real mentor. I was very close with Walt. I revered him. What an intelligent man. I don't know if you know that when he designed that studio, his studio, the Disney studio, there were ramps along with every stage. And when I asked him why did he have ramps, he said, well, in case the business failed, he could change the studio to a hospital. So he covered
for all contingencies.
He had all bases covered.
Wow, wow.
And he was very close with Walt and doing, when he cast me as El Fago Vaca, it was a true story, and he said, do you ride, son? And I said, from New York City, no, sir. And he gave me the accelerated course at Hutchinson Stables and riding a horse bareback and holstered by Chico Ojala. He gave me six guns, which I still have. And I just went through the accelerated course of riding, gunslinging, all of it, and became a cowboy.
Western 101 and 102.
Western 101 and 102,
Right.
absolutely.
Right. And was it not on the Disneyland series you met a director that really became a mentor to you, Norman Foster? And
Norman Foster, very much so.
Very highly of Norman.
Well, he was a father figure to me, and I adored him. Everything about Norman was so special. He was really like a father. Very close with him, yeah.
For those of you not familiar with Norman Foster, go watch one of the Mr. Motos or many other films. And in fact, Norman was quite an actor. We recently showed a rediscovered film from 1933 RKO, Roommate Rafters, where he's opposite Ginger Rogers and puts on quite a performance as
He
well.
was married to Sally Blaine, Loretta Young's sister.
Right.
And wonderful man. Very honest, and everything about him was special.